Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 10-minute time limit, and it is for the Pastgen TV Championship. Introducing first the challenger. He hails from Memphis, Tennessee, and weighs in tonight at 236 pounds, Jerry The King Lawler. What a significant date in my mind at the moment. Cast your minds back to April 5th, 1977 in Louisville, Kentucky, when this man, Jerry The King Lawler, became one of only a handful of people to defeat Andre the Giant. A legendary victory for this man. Tonight he has a different giant he needs to defeat. Andre much larger than Kane, but certainly not the athlete that the Big Red Machine is. The question is, will history repeat itself nearly 50 years later? Can the King prevail as the underdog once again and defeat a big scary giant? We're about to find out. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing his opponent. Weighing in tonight at 326 pounds, he is the current reigning and defending Pastgen TV Champion, Kane.
Well, as we said, Jerry Lawler, one of only a handful of men to have defeated the legendary Andre the Giant. Kane may not be as tall as Andre, may not weigh as much. He may be more devastating and destructive than the French giant was back in his heyday. 7 feet tall, 326 pounds, with great agility and speed. Normally the only advantage you have over a man of this size is they're not very agile, but that can't be said about this monster, as Kane has really destroyed everybody in his path ever since regaining that belt. It's going to take a superhuman effort to finally get that belt away from the Big Red Machine. The question is, can Jerry The King Lawler be the man to pull it off? Jerry Lawler, a crafty veteran, he knows every trick in the book, and that's one of them. Cheap shot by Lawler. Kane didn't see that coming, and now Lawler with him on the ground, dropping the fist. Kane, oh, and look at this. Kane getting back to his feet, and Lawler begging. Lawler stalling for time, but it's not going to buy him enough. Big uppercut by the Big Red Machine. As now Kane sends the King for the ride off the ropes and nails him with a thunderous big boot to the face. Maybe it's time to re-strategize here for the King. Tries the Irish whip. Lawler putting the brakes on, and look at that smart move. Not a popular move, but a smart one. Lawler just taking a moment on the outside to regroup, re-strategize, and now look at this. He's telling Kane to come and get him. Kane coming outside as per his instructions, and Lawler from behind with a bulldog. One of the most crafty wrestlers that's ever sliced up a pair of boots, and now Lawler going to work on the Big Red Machine. Can't say that Kane's the most intelligent wrestler of all time. And look at Lawler once again getting too overconfident. Lawler's strategies always seem to be working. He just overstepped the mark once again there. Too happy with his handiwork. I'm being reminded that you can't make any mistakes against this big man or it's game over. Look at Lawler though, rocking Kane, knocking him to the canvas. Tries the clothesline. Big Red Machine ducking out of the way. Now has Lawler 2 hands around the throat. Picks up the King and slams the back of his head right into the canvas. And the King really at the mercy of the Big Red Machine now as Kane raining down heavy right hands to the face. Jerry Lawler really struggling. Kane with the Irish whip. Lawler putting the brakes on. Veteran-like move there. And look at that. All of his experience on full display there as Jerry The King Lawler going for the weakest part of any man's anatomy. And now Lawler with Kane in the corner, raining down right hands to the face of this matched giant. Lawler a really tricky opponent and causing Kane some problems here. The Big Red Machine has never faced anybody quite like this man. Completely unprepared for the tactics of Lawler.
Now with the collar and elbow tie up. Big right hand by Jerry the King Lawler. And Kane goes knocked out of the canvas. We may be en route here to having a new champion. Jerry Lawler really showing why he's one of the all-time greats in the sport. And Kane really struggling. Or maybe not now, they'll turn Lawler around. What can Kane do here, picking up the King? And nails him with that patented side slam. And that's the thing when you're in the ring with a man this size. You can hit him 20 times, but he only has to get up and hit you once, and he's going to inflict more damage on you. It's now Kane just running that boot right across the face of the King. Kane looks to take over. Lawler managing to slip out of that move, and look at this power. Not normally known as a powerhouse. Nice back suplex. And now Lawler sends Kane into the turnbuckle. Going to work with strikes. And Lawler really dishing out the punishment here. Now sending Kane into the corner once again. Look at this quick roll up by the King. And look at the dirty tactics. The feet on the ropes. We may have a new champion. Well, that was one trick Lawler had up his sleeve. It didn't work on this occasion. Look at Kane. And Lawler begging again. Knowing that he's angered the Giant. But look at that, taking a cheap shot. And now with his hand around the throat, Jerry Lawler is a force to be reckoned with here tonight. The Big Red Machine, his title reign is certainly in jeopardy. He's never faced a veteran quite like Jerry the King Lawler. And now Lawler knocking him against the ropes. And just choking the man right across that top rope. Referee calling for a break. And look, he's going to get it. And now the King may be looking for one final decisive blow to finish off the Big Red Machine. Oh, but taking a moment to taunt him. Big mistake by Lawler. Allowing Kane to get back to his feet. And maybe dish out some damage. And heavy right hands to the head. Jerry the King Lawler had a sound game plan, had a sound strategy. But he may be coming unraveled here. Nice clothesline in the corner by Kane. Sends him into the opposite corner, comes charging in, but nice reversal by Lawler. And now Jerry Lawler. He's got the big man up, he's dropped him with a pile driver. My God, we've got a new champion. Wait a minute. My God, I thought we had a new champion. Kane just popping up. What have you got to do to put this monster down? Jerry Lawler must be thinking that in his head. The pile driver. Jerry Lawler's used to finish off so many men. Kane just popped up like nothing had happened. Does Jerry Lawler have any other tricks up his sleeve to finish off this big monster? As he gets nailed with a hip toss, it's not looking likely. For a moment I thought Kane was done for. This man seemingly impervious to pain, and now going up the top. Going to the top rope. Jerry Lawler gets to his feet and gets nailed with a thunderous diving clothesline by this 7-foot athlete. And now Kane squashing the throat of the King. Picks him up. Choke slam. It may be good night here for the King. Kane looking to finish him off with a tombstone. Has Jerry Lawler got any more crafty tricks up his sleeve? I don't think so. Nailed with a tombstone. Jerry Lawler out flat like a pancake. The leg is hooked, the shoulders down. And Kane still your champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner and still the Pastgen Television Champion, Kane.
Jerry Lawler put up a better effort than most men have. For a few moments in that match, looked like he may have dethroned this monster, but in the end, it was to no avail. Many have tried, many have failed. The question still remains, can anybody beat this giant monster? If you want some great created wrestlers in your game, but without going through the lengthy process of creating them yourself, well, I can help you out with that. If you play on PS2 or PS2 emulator, I can create just for you a custom save data file and preload it with up to 30 created wrestlers that you have chosen. If you're interested, send me an email at pastgengamingemail@gmail.com. My email is linked on the main channel page, and I can also do this for the PSP, but on PSP I can only do save files for the European version of the game.